Remy is not playing around with this situation, and anyone who's going to be siding with Papoose should be ready to deal with her, cause she's on fire right now on the internet. Yesterday, I posted a video of Charleston White speaking on Remy and Pap's situation, and it caught a lot of attention on my channel. Now we have Remy going harder on them ninjas. Kindly smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out this clips.
We doing this. You know what I said? Sorry, guys. That's my husband, still, and that's my daughter's father. I can't do nothing. Yes, he was absolutely wrong. He was dead wrong. He was out of pocket. Yeah, if y'all do something behind my back that I don't know about, whatever, but not on my watch, I'm not doing it. And that's how I behave, and that's how I handle him. Through all the tormenting and all the secrets and all everything, nobody still couldn't handle him crazy. Let's be clear. People didn't respect me on the strength of him. A lot of the shit that he got was on the strength of me. And that's how I carried it. So when people was like, when he goes on there and says, oh, he lied after I knocked him out, he lied. Like, bro, we all lied. Because we were all trying to make sure that we were all good because you did some dumb shit. But y'all know how it is with these niggas. They could do mad shit to you all day, every day, year after year, decade after decade. But the second you do something to them, the second you say, I'm done, I'm finished, all hell breaks loose. The moment that he knew his job at TuneCore was solidified via that bitch you was fucking over there, play with me. I fucking dare you. Play with me. That's why he was mad that I never posted it, because he doesn't get a check from TuneCore. He was getting a percentage of the subscriptions, and he wanted me to post to my 11 million followers to subscribe to TuneCore. And I told him, tell the bitch that you're fucking at TuneCore to post it on her page. I didn't see anything wrong with that. What are you talking about? The second that he knew his job was solidified, he then started going on and said, I knocked somebody out, because he was mad. He wanted to assassinate Easy's character the same way he's trying to assassinate mine. Okay? I literally peeled niggas off your ass, because niggas, I can't even go to that venue no more because the way niggas was acting when they got about, when you ran off into the night with a mask on and nobody knew where you went to. Niggas was treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills, not because I was taking care of his kids, and none of that. And then after I created my battle league, Chrome 23, I hope to make another battle league that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slitcherverse Records and dropped a single the same day. When he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a fucking lien on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe, he couldn't fathom why him. So why he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why are you fucking lying? Why are you lying? You was devastated that a regular nigga that used to work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to...
Papoose also accused Remy Ma of posting edited messages after she shared alleged texts from one of his children's mothers. She said the messages were from years ago, and said once she returned home, he allegedly ghosted his child's mother. Check this out. Falsifying fake, obviously edited texts and pictures that are one-sided, with what looks like no response, is an all-time low. Where's the other person? Claiming they are from over a decade ago is even more pathetic. I don't know where you got those fake edited texts and pictures from. You just proved that everything I said was true on your last post, by confirming you've been cheating for years, while lying to me saying you was not with the lame. Why are you even posting fake texts if you're allegedly happy? Just move on. Stop saying, sign the papers. I have already filed for divorce on May 22nd, 2025. I posted it days ago. I never wanted to do the social media foolishness. But judging by your initial live that was posted, which was full of lies, you insisted, #bitter, #narcissist. And Claressa Shields also responded to Remy Ma. Check this out. Remy Ma, I'ma say what the F I want to say. Yes, we gonna have a family. Yes, we're happy. And yes, you still be invited to the barbecues and cookout, as long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus and ain't nobody scared of you. Either sign them divorce papers Pap filed yesterday. Miss
Papoose and Remy Ma, they reportedly, he held her down for 6 years while she was locked up. She's reportedly messing with a younger battle rapper right now. Is real love, is that a thing of the past?
Yeah, love still exists. Nothing new is up under the sun, homie. It's just that the people before us was more loyal and committed and got past what they felt. This is a emotionally responsive group of humans. They think what they feel make them right. You have a right to your feelings, but your feelings don't make you right. So most people process their reason and their logic from their emotions, not from facts and what's true. Motherfucker base what they think is logical and reason from what they feel. And no intelligent person does that. No intelligent person does that. They let their feelings subside and then start to try to think. You gotta feel. You gotta think past what you feel. So, man, most niggas know they done cheated too. Man, ain't now nigga, you can't make me believe. Well, yeah, I can. I ain't gonna say that. I got a partner. I had to think. I got a partner named Big C. Homie, God rest his soul. He was just murdered. Hold on, when that nigga his girl was in jail. Nigga, we in a strip club every night. And I was trying to get that nigga to cheat. Goddamn, nigga. And he wouldn't do it. So it's some men out there, they refuse to cheat. They won't cheat. I'm a man who have a desire not to do it. I've done it. I have a desire not to do it. But nigga, some niggas that have the desire and the actions that don't do it. Right? So when you look at what he did for her, we don't know the extent of their relationship for her to go get that young nigga dick. And that young nigga dick can be good too now. Them young nigga be on them dreads, fuck long with him there. Got some tricks we can't do. Suck ass, eat, push, do all kind of shit. So nigga, we might be boring after so long. And that young dick thrilling and appealing for that feeling. So, shit, nigga, yeah, they might get back together.
Right. Somebody said, we stepped at the park, you said you was going to put homie down. So I go in the spot. I'm walking through the spot. I don't see the lane. Everybody look like the lane to me. I go to where I got an idea where they at. When I walk in the room, they in there lovey-dovey. They in there all lovey-dovey. Mind you, she been lying, saying she ain't with the nigga. She don't deal with him. All this corny shit, right? I see the lane. Y'all already know. One in his mouth. Off the muscle. What happened was, he thought I came to talk. He thought I was about to talk. Ain't none of that. We don't do that. Mom! Right in his mouth, off the muscle. Whooped him out. Dead on his feet. Hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. I know. Everybody telling me I shouldn't talk about this, but this nigga's a lame. Do what you gotta do. He hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Stomped him out and all that. Bad. Hole in my knuckle, everything. But like I told you, I didn't do that because he slept with my wife. I did that because you shook my hand and then slept with my wife. But the part I didn't tell y'all is, through this entire ordeal of her cheating with this lame, I started to notice that he had something on her. And I felt like he was blackmailing her. I always felt like he was blackmailing her. Just because the way she was moving and behaving. So I'm gonna play an audio for y'all of him basically, in his own words, admitting to blackmailing her. Listen to this. So this got sent to me because he's on the phone with one of his people running his mouth. They recorded it and sent it to me. But this is him on the phone. Let me just play it. Hold on. It's lame. Now, when I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen, is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's My daughter's calling, she's not answering the phone. I'm calling, she's not answering when she's with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know, and we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling you is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I said, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you, we can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. Just saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, it's not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is the lame saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, look, so far she's saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. Well, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, accidents, and videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you did all these shit.
Let me play this again. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me play it again.
Yeah, look, so far she's saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything can happen. Well, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, accidents, and videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's sparking is because you.
Now bear witness to this. You just heard this lame, who she was dealing with since 2022, say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating going to go when I say so. This is the same recording when he was up there clout chasing. Oh, I'm going to be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm going to get more followers. All of this foolishness, right? So y'all just heard the lame, the knockout victim, saying he got videos of her. But let's listen to her telling me that, oh, by the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things. I highly suspected that they was using drugs together. I heard someone say earlier while she was on live, are you high? She moves very strange. I seen a video where she looked outside herself. I'm not accusing her of anything. This is not my style. But the fact that you mentioned my children and fabricated all these stories about me, about this money, when I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you, I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all, 2016-14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up, the whole rapper pop up. But let me say this, though. Let's get to this part right here. We just heard him admit that he's blackmailing her, right? Now, let's listen to her telling me that he's blackmailing her, that she would have been stopped talking to him. Since she want to get on here and fabricate and fake big this lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lame no more? She was sneaking around with him in restaurants. What was that? Cheese Factory, matching outfits, losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga get cooked every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to make it about Claressa. I just met Claressa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Claressa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Claressa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Claressa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This, which aired yesterday. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Claressa disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney She want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen, I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Claressa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio to y'all of the lame admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. Basically saying, but before I want to play the audio, I want to let y'all know that she's very angry at me because she says that if I would have never knocked him out, none of this would happen. So one of the reasons why she has so much animosity towards me is because I knocked him out. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's one. I'm going to tell y'all the other two later. Oh, it gets worse. Hold on. You want to be funny? I could be funny too. But I'm going to be funny with the truth. You lie, you lie, you lie. You had the audacity to come on here and make up a fake story and say, oh, my mother called me. How Ella said, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. First and foremost, you talking about your mother called you about a YouTube video that everybody know they make fake videos on YouTube. Remy's in the hospital, Papoose this, did that, person that. Those, we all know those is fake. You just mad because you see us moving on in our life, right? You want to fabricate a story about, and I still say my mother-in-law because me and her had a tight relationship like that. And I would never say anything to disrespect her or anybody in the entire family. You lied and said, I said, go get your brothers. That's cap. Everybody know I'm close. I'm more close to them and show them more love and support than you do. But let's keep it moving. So we already played the audio of the lame, the knockout victim, soft, didn't even fight back. That's what made me mad. I would have just clipped him and kept it pushing. But the fact that I seen that the nigga was soft when I ran down him, I said, yeah, this nigga be talking all this gangster shit and he ain't even gonna fight back. Nigga was like a deer in headlights. But that's another story. Knocked him out. It's no mystery. Had to get a tetanus shot, knocked his tooth out and all that. Hole in my hand, the whole shit. But let me show y'all the audio of her. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this. Can y'all hear me? Should I play the lame first? Should I play the lame saying that he the knockout victim saying that he's blackmailing her? Let me play her admitting it. But she's angry at me because I knocked him out, y'all. Glass Joe, y'all. We call him Glass Joe. Check it out. But listen to her. I want y'all to bear witness to this because out of the whole situation, this was one of the parts that really bothered me. So that's why I reached out to certain fake friends who I thought would be real, like they say they are, and step up. I try to bring it to their attention. Yo, I think she's being blackmailed. Do me a favor. Just reach out to her. Don't tell her you spoke to me. I just want to know she's okay. She hasn't seen the baby in days. So I said, damn. See if y'all can reach out. And I don't want to involve nobody in this because this don't got nothing to do with them and they don't owe me nothing. But when you say you family, you got to live. That's an action. You know what I'm saying? You got to live up to that. But that's neither here nor there. So we played the audio of him admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play the audio. Listen to what she said. And I want y'all to know that this is my ex-wife. We're not married anymore. But at the time, as a married man, I wanted to protect her from being blackmailed. So I told her, if this is going on, let me know. Whatever he's blackmailing you, I'll handle that. And we'll get past it as a family. But she lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm like, damn, she blackmailing? Is he blackmailing her or not? But I want y'all to hear this. Listen to this.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure you don't go on like that, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga. Team Fuck This Nigga. That's your name, babe, bro. Your name is Team Fuck This Nigga. Hold on, let's play this again. She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure you don't go on like that, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck This Nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care. That is not true. Talking to this nigga. I would have been stopped talking with this nigga. So she's mad at me because I knocked him out. So she's telling me that I knocked him out. I put her in a position where she still had to be cool with him. But she tell y'all on live, oh, he's this. Oh, yeah. A man that treat me right. A man that did this and did that.
You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more. So we got one audio of him saying that he's blackmailing her. For all y'all who didn't hear it, we got an audio of the lame admitting to blackmailing this woman. Listen to this.
Yeah, so far she saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right,
hold on. Let me get to the beginning of this thing again. Let me make sure I get it from the right part, y'all. Bear with me, man. Some bullshit audio. Hold on. Hold on, let me get this right. We're gonna get to it. So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lame admitting to blackmailing her. He's admitting it.
Yeah, so far she saying she fuck with me, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right though. That anything happen? Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's sparking is because you did all this shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. Again, we're gonna play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with it, nigga, to make sure you don't go all like that, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck this nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true. I would have been stopped talking to this nigga. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, I'm fucking this wife, oh, the whole shit, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's in the dope. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But he's on audio saying blackmailing you. So which one is it? Which one is it? You told me numerous times you don't deal with him no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do. You just called me the other day and said happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why? Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10 year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So you know when somebody loses the remote, they go frantic. See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was because I said weather vows before God, better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death to his part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you fought your case. When you had to pay the civil case and we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slate warned me. May he rest in peace. He warned me. He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased, I know why, because he know the truth. So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar. All you do is lie, very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on the credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to try to assassinate my character. But in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved, inside and outside. And guess what? Your family love you too, but you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I gotta even say this about you, that I gotta even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I haven't seen my daughter, when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention, we spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Why did you do that? Because I moved on and I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him. Why would you be with him? He's so beneath you. When I noticed that you was probably getting blackmailed because you're such a liar, I tried to protect you like I always protected you. You want to make it, you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out, that's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action. But you know what? Like I said earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person, who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in a very, should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody. And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth, but they act like it's not happening. By me knocking him out, it kind of put it out there, what's really going on. Also, she tried to fool y'all and say, what person would be in a marriage with a loving husband, being taken care of, bills paid, and cheat? You know what person would do that? You. Everything will be fine, and you will still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem. That's one of the main problems with you. I could sit up here and run through your body count, but that's not what I'm going to do, because I'm not here to tear you down, and I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to do that. But the fact that you mentioned my children and you fabricated after you have already been documented and recorded, telling the truth about how I supported you when you was away, telling the truth about our entire time together. But it wasn't good enough for you to move on and be an adult after you cheated. And I gave you numerous opportunities to stop the cheating. We went to a therapist. Why come on here and lie and say we haven't slept together since 2022? Why come on here and make it seem like that's true? We never had an agreement. Oh, you be with who you be with and I be with. We never had an agreement. All we had was you lying, saying that you're not with him. Why would you deal with him? That's all we had. And when I found out the truth that you were with him, you said, let's go to therapy. And I agreed. Then we made an agreement with the therapist. You violated the agreement again. So when I caught him, I knocked him out. Wherever I would have saw him at, I would have knocked him out. You so mad at me because I knocked him out at your event. Anywhere I saw him at, he was getting put down. And I told you this. I still got the messages telling you this. So all of this fabrication, all of these stories about me, my children, all of these stories about money, I paid every bill in that household. I did nothing but buy you gifts. It's photos and everything of it. It's all on my page. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. They hiding from something. It's still there. Me buying her gifts. All that materialistic. If you notice, her entire thing was about materialism. Just fabricating. She just recently told me she don't got no money. So what you talking this money talk? Hey, this is what I got in my account. Let's keep it a buck. So you want to fabricate these stories. I don't have to fabricate to impress anybody. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker. Everybody know I came from the bottom. Everybody know I went from artist, transition to executive. All of the times y'all see me support this woman, any song, any video she dropped, show me one post of her saying, subscribe to TuneCore. Show me one. Just show me one. Show me one, guys. When I drop the album every month, every single month, as the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time I got to the end of the year and I caught that feature with Lil Wayne, she ain't come home no more. She started staying out. There's people very close to you. When you did that, they said, Pat, we know her for a long time. Don't pay her no mind. She's only doing that to throw you off of your grind. She see you finally about to be successful again, bro. It's been a long time. You deserve it. You know what she did? Start staying out, not coming home. So I could go on and on about her. She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around me and you type a keyword from any one of her verses, it pops up in my phone with the date that I wrote it. So all of this money talk on that aspect, that's cap. You talk about me buying you gifts. You try to say in the past, oh, you don't buy gifts. That's documented. You walk around with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of jewelry that I bought every single day. You talking this jewelry talk. First and foremost, I have a cash business. So there's numerous times where I cashed you out and you went and bought things. With my money. With my money. You want to talk about property? We bought this house together. We bought it together. We bought it together. I wrote one of your biggest records, man. One of your biggest hits. So you want to downplay me as an artist when I wrote one of your biggest hits. That's so sad. But like I said earlier, the fact that you chose to mention my kids, that's why I responded on this video. As far as the divorce, like I said, she never wanted to get a divorce. She never wanted a divorce, that's correct. And she didn't want to do it peacefully, like two adults, because the attorneys brought to my attention, if you guys agree, the divorce could be private. But if you don't agree, it gets messy. I brought that to her attention. She never wanted to do it. Just recent, and I say within the past few weeks, she's been saying that she wanted to do it civilized way. So we had a plan. She said she wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to work it out. She even tried to tell me, like I told you yesterday, she started asking me, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that even a question? I'm going forward with the divorce, yes. Now, I wake up to this morning. Very strange. So, what I'm saying to y'all is, the reason why this is happening because you mentioned my children and you lied. You cheated with this lame since 2022. You cheated with numerous others before that. And you know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true. Look at the comments. They know what I wrote. I wrote tons of her music. 90% of her music, I wrote it since I've been around her. I wrote probably like 3 songs on her first album. If I listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And when you listen to it, y'all know my pen. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I came here. The only reason why I'm mentioning that is because you fabricated. You fabricated and you talked about my children. And as a father, I was not going to allow that. I've allowed you to do what you've been doing all of this time, and I said nothing. I said nothing. She got mad at me because I went live and said I didn't knock this lame out. Oh, it's not just the two. I said, Rem, whatever I got to do to assist you, I'm going to do it. Oh, no, but it's not just us. What the hell do you mean it's not just us? Who is this nigga? Very bitter because I moved on, because I finally moved on. I got tired of sitting there tolerating it. And I was there for my daughter, but I started to realize that my daughter didn't need to see me like that. She didn't need to see her father when she got to come in another room to visit me now, when we all used to sleep together as a family. I started to realize that. I said, you know what? I would rather her see me how she's supposed to see her dad, on his feet, doing the right thing, not sitting in here tolerating somebody who constantly stabbing me in my back. So I decided to move on. And as far as the divorce, the reason why I filed today was because, like I said, me and her just spoke. And I told her, I'm going to go Saturday and speak to my attorney. After I speak, I'll be ready to do the mediation, you know what I'm saying? Or for the mediator. But since she's so upset, because if you pay attention, Claressa has a fight coming up. Claressa's out here shining like the diamond she is. And she's mad. She's bitter that I moved on. So she wanted to go on social media today and fabricate. You come on the live talking about, oh, my mother went on to YouTube and she said, are you in the hospital? Dumb fake hospital videos is old as hell. You just wanted an excuse to come up here and be malicious and make up lies. Let's keep it a buck. That was pathetic. This you on the live talking about, pay attention, y'all. Go back to the live and watch this. Oh, don't call me. No, y'all, don't call me. What ElevenLabs say? Come on, son. Come on, son. Nobody was calling you. Nobody was calling you. Picked up the phone and said, no, don't call me. Oh, I thought you was calling me about that. They didn't even know she was live, y'all. Your bullshit and your tactics is not relevant. If you look at Cardi B video, when she went when she was talking, I think she went live about her husband or whatever, because I don't want to get in their business. But during her video, she was like, nobody call me. Nobody call me. You up here, and you want to imitate that, man. You're not Cardi B, man. Let's keep it a buck. This is how phony you is. Yes, she did. She on the live saying, "Oh, don't call me, no." But she picked up the phone. Oh, I thought she was calling me about that. Nobody was calling me about that. They didn't care. Nobody cared about that. But this is the fabrication and the fakeness. This is the fakeness. You just needed an excuse to do that. You've been telling me for the longest, when I knocked them out, "Oh, I'm gonna make you lose your job." That's the first thing that came out of my mouth. Like I said earlier, never supported it. All the support y'all seen. And mind you, I don't want y'all to take my word for this. It speaks for itself. So document it. Never let these celebrities who you support spend money on, follow their journey, open their mouth when something bad happens to tell you. You don't know me. You don't know my real life. Yes, they do. I documented when my child was born in front of them. I documented the wedding. I documented visiting you. So these people been following our journey for a long time. They say that because they don't want you to believe your eyes. Y'all seen it, y'all. Everything y'all seen was true. Y'all seen the entire journey of us. And throughout that journey, what did y'all say? What did y'all notice? Y'all seen support. Y'all seen loyalty. Y'all seen authenticity. Y'all seen my daughter be born. I welcomed y'all into the delivery room. It was all documented. Now you want to lie to these people and rewrite history and say, "He didn't support me. He didn't do this. He didn't do that." You're a damn liar. I had to pack up the house that you was renting when you caught the case and put everything in storage. I had to fly everybody up. I had to relocate and get a condo close to the prison so I could visit you. I went and visited you every day for a year straight because I knew you needed me. I knew you needed me. And now you want to come in front of these people and change that and change the facts of what happened? Really? Why? Because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock some lame out who deserved it? You don't shake no man's hand to sleep with his wife. When you had to pay the civil suit, I paid that. I left from overseas. I had another show. I was on tour. I skipped out of my show, flew back here. They said, "Pat, what you doing? You got another engagement. You're contracted to do that." I said, "I gotta go, man. Remy need me." Anybody who was on tour with me, please step to the front. I flew back and bailed you out. I flew back and bailed you out. Because that's what real people do. I don't want to bring people's names in it, but another individual put up the house, I put up the cash. Because you needed it. And you know another reason why I had to bail you out, because you didn't have the money. You didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to bring Joe in a minute. I'm not even going to bring them in it. But your relationship wasn't what it was at the time. You burnt all your bridges. I was wondering at the time, damn, why nobody rock with her? Why nobody supporting her? Why everybody turning their back? Because you burned your bridges. That's why I should have knew. That was a flag. That was a red flag. Your family love you. I tell you all the time. But do you love them back? Who do you love? Who do you love? You got a problem with everybody. Ever since Cam left Juju, she been the bitter best friend. Pointing bad ideas, bad concepts, bad advice in your ear. Let's keep it real. See what I'm saying? This is what I didn't want to do, man. Because to me, this ain't what it is. But the fact that you mentioned my children, I cannot let that ride. Because I stand on that. You want to fabricate stories. Like I ain't bring you 35, I'm sorry, pardon me, y'all, 30 to 31 pounds of food every month. For the entire 6 years you was incarcerated. You want to fabricate stories like I didn't come to reconcile with my mother and your mother, who are two great, amazing women. Both of them love their families, take care of their families. Like we didn't know come here so we could have a wedding. When that whole key situation transpired, like I didn't go through that storm with you. Like I wasn't in the courtroom fighting officers over your situation. So, you know, you're very ungrateful. And it's sad to say, I don't want to disrespect you as a woman, but you're a narcissist. I wish I didn't have to come on this live and do this, but I had to do it. I had to do it. Everything, as far as my clothes, guess what, y'all? When I left, I didn't want nothing. I didn't care about the clothes. I said, I don't care about nothing. Get your clothes, bro. I said, nah, I did not want it. I didn't want no clothes. Keep it. Keep it. I just needed to leave, man. Because like I said, I didn't want...
Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Additionally, always keep it locked in with Word on the Street channel for all of the latest news surrounding Remy Ma, Charleston White, Papoose, and Claressa Shields. Finally, stay with us for everything else going on in the world of music and pop culture.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.